Ladies and gentlemen, our first Icon SBC of the year is here, and the cost doesn't matter because we're going to get him completely free. So if you're new around here, make sure to drop a like down below, and of course subscribe. And if you do want some more coins or investments, make sure to join the free Discord. And of course, if you ever need coins, well, do you want the best team in FC 25? Yeah, baby! Do you want to be able to buy players like this or this and not be stuck with a team like this? Oh! Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or which weekend league boost you'd like, make sure to pop in Pro Recall at checkout and enjoy your new team. First Icon SBC of the year, and he's looking pretty damn good. I mean, if he has a CDM role, I'd be absolutely picking this card up. It might even mean that I change my team around and have CMs instead of CDMs, because I actually will consider doing this. We've got Incisive Pass, Ping Pass, Long Ball Pass. The guy can pass. We've of course got Flair, Travella, we've got Deadball. There's a lot here to be happy about. Playmaker plus plus, not really what I'd look for on this card. I'd really want him more defensive, so box to box is ideal. It's a little bit better. He could be a playmaker or shadow striker, but we have a lot of those in the game. Looking at his overall stats, it really doesn't have a negative. The jumping's not great, but I'm not expecting him to do a ton. He is 6'1", so hopefully he's just in the way of the ball. Now, one thing that this has brought back, which is phenomenal for all of our crafting journeys, is the Born Legend and Rising Star. These are pretty damn simple SBCs that can help you build to any crafting journey, even if you're not doing the icon, and they make you profit anyway. So we'll start with those in a moment. Obviously, to run through, the first thing you want to do is the Centurions loan, because realistically, this guy could absolutely suck. The card, despite, you know, how good it looks, we know that that doesn't really mean anything, because you can get informs that are 81 rated that are absolutely insane. You get a Rashford Evo that performs better than some of the highest rated cards on the market. And then you get players who just absolutely suck and shouldn't. You know, I'll be honest, Patelas, player of the month, should not have taken as much sort of easing into as she did into my squad, considering the card she is. I think Bonmati far better, but that's an example of a player who just doesn't play as well as they look like their card should. So we're hoping that's not going to be the case with this guy, but if it is, we'll know from the loan. And also, it's another loan icon. It means you can do a little bit more with your squad and hopefully get some better players in. One thing about icons this year is they are way more important, because you just need them in your squads in order to actually make fluid squads. Now we'll do the loan first of all. As I said, 81 squad, very basic. Of course, we've got the card to go ahead and use, so we'll grab that, we'll use that, and we'll trial it before, of course, completing the squads. Now, I actually think this is pretty basic for an icon. You've got an 81, an 84, an 85, an 85, an 86, an 86, and 87. That's pretty low. There's not a lot that they're asking for us. Obviously, it does also mean that you've got a lot of links into your squad. It means you can get Messi into squads easier. That's probably the main one that I'd be using this guy for. Messi in squads. That is an important thing. Now, when we look through all of these, I think there is decent rewards coming back, so you do get a bit back. And of course, Born Legend and Rising Star is where you want to start. Now, if you don't have bronze rare players in your club, they're very, very easy to access. You have the bronze SBC. You have, of course, a lot of things that will give you crappy bronze packs, like the premium mix packs or the mix packs. You've got a lot where you can get bronze players. As you can see, I've got an absolute ton just sat there in my club. I would advise what you do want to make sure that you don't do, use anyone from Lib or Sud. So obviously we'll check through, make sure it's not a Lib or Sud America card, and we'll slot that right in. Similarly with the silver squad, same thing, check through for Lib or Sud cards, because they're going to be useful to us. The one good thing that we do get from this is bronze and silver cards, which can both go into, of course, the Lib and Sud SBC. So we'll make sure none of these are Lib and Sud cards. We just want to go down. We'll try and use some of the crappier cards that I've got available. You just want to be wary of using any of them Lid or Sud America cards, because those are going to really help you in the other stages of getting these free. Now, of course, from these two packs, I'm not expecting a lot. You know, you really don't get a lot from them, but it's players back. And of course, most of us will have them bronze and silvers in our squads anyway, or in our clubs. So whatever you kind of get from this, hopefully should be a nice bit of profit. Now, this first card actually looks like it might go for like one. I'd say we can get that gone for, okay, maybe not as much, maybe 500 coins, which is more than I'd expect from a card like that, so that's perfectly fine. Looking through, the rest don't look particularly useful. We've not got any Lib or Sud, so we can just quick sell those. Total of about a K back from that pack. And with the free Gom and Cole players pack, you can actually get informs and special cards in these if the original card is common, so they can be pretty good, and we'll save those for, of course, the other SBCs we need to craft this. Now, of course, your next step is going to be doing any base SBCs that you haven't done already. So if you head over to upgrade, we want to be doing Ballon d'Or 2, Ballon d'Or 1, and marquee matchups, all the packs that are actually going to give you some something useful back. Prime Mixed can give you Lib or Sud cards, which are of course going to be helpful. Marquee Matchups is guaranteed profit, so this is going to get you about 10 to 15k more than you put in as a minimum. And of course, on the other side of things, if you get a good card, you're laughing. As far as our upgrades are concerned, next step, you're going to be doing your Team of the Week player picks. So these are pretty easy to do, crafting from your premium Mixed League upgrades. The steps you should do is get your Mixed League upgrades done after your marquee matchups and all the other upgrades available there. Mixed League upgrades, which is of course going to be this one here. So it's the basic upgrade. It's going to cost you about 10,000 coins. Get that from the marquee profit. Then you take the cards from that and the leftover coins and do a premium Mixed League upgrade. Rinse and repeat. You can do the premium and the mixed at the same time because they require slightly different players. And then all you're going to be doing is essentially waiting for walkout players from there, or players that are going to be useful towards other SBCs that you can do to get higher rated cards. And then of course you do these inform SBCs. So for the inform, I need an 85 and 84 rated team. So for me, that's just going to be clearing some of my SBC storage. Now for those of you who don't have SBC storage or you don't have many cards available, you can of course use the premium mixed leagues to craft these SBCs. Now of course, when you've got players like Rise or essentially just useless special cards, make sure to get them in there as well. What will happen is a lot of the time a useless special card will sit in your club. You think, oh, it's a special card, I don't want to put in an SBC, but it's worthless. You know, I have no more worth out of that Rise than you do out of a gold card realistically. So you of course want to make sure you're not putting in too high a rating into these squads, as you can see I've done here, but you also don't want to put too low. So we do need to hit that mark that they've requested. So let's have a look, see if these 84s can pick this up. And all we needed was one. So we'll pop these two Team of the Week player picks open to see what we got. Once again, mostly using of course your SBC storage for this. You don't really want to go out and buy cards, or you want to use your premium mixed league. So whatever you've got there available, the premium mixed league method is essentially the only method that you're going to be able to build up your club from nothing. So it's absolutely worth doing. And of course you can then go on to craft other things. The other thing you've got is your moment and your squad battles. Now squad battles finishes tomorrow. I'm personally going to finish, I think, in gold 1. I might play a few games to try and get myself into the back end of elite. Either way, I know I'll be walking away with a decent bit of tradable fodder and also some coins, which is always helpful when you are doing SBCs, which is why I advise everyone to do it every week. Even though it's not exactly the most fun part of FUT, it's absolutely worth doing in order to get yourself those rewards, because they do actually boost your account quite heavily. And obviously you can do it in the background. So first Team of the Week, we've got Kim Man J, so a nice 85. That's absolutely very useful. Who have we got in the next one? An 87 Georgs. I swear he's worth like 300k. I swear he's worth. All right, are we gonna let me go on him? No. Okay, so I've got to send them both to. I swear I've just cooked. Okay, maybe he's not worth as much as I thought he was, but he's still worth more than I'd expect. And he's actually arguably usable as a nice little super sub, which might get him in there as well, which is quite fun. Now, something that's worth noting is the Ballon d'Or objective. So first of all, you've got an 82 times 5 to start it off. We've also got in there simple things like doing 10 gold upgrades is somewhere. Is it in here? Bad, it's in the 10 by 10. So 10 gold upgrades here, as you can see. You also get a 78 times 2. So completing this and then also this set, very, very easy over this weekend and contributes to a lot of players. Those of course makes easy SBCs. So if you can do those, you can transfer them into the SBCs and it makes your life a little bit easier. The other thing you want to do, make your life easier, subscribe to this channel, drop a like down below, and I'll see you tomorrow.